Do you think the Cardano Coinbase launch was the craziest one yet? I want to hear from you. Let me know. I'm a spiritual author, and I think I said WTF probably 8 or 9 times. I'm Joanna Garzilli. This is Crypto Angel Network. It's 10:40 a.m. Pacific time as I am recording, and we are a short time in to this launch of Cardano and Coinbase, and what a wild ride it was. Having gone through the Matic launch and watched that, having gone through the GRT launch, I know expert traders out there say expect the unexpected, but this just floored me. And I'm meant to be an intuitive, so I mean, it really is the unknown. It truly is. And everyone was excited and anticipating this launch. So let's get into what is happening right now. Okay, so it's 10:40 a.m. And I just felt it was important that we look at what is happening so that you can decide what to do for the rest of this day. Thank you for subscribing to the channel and participating here within Crypto Angel Network. Your comments are wonderful, very helpful. Some of you are expert traders, and you're helping all of us here in the community. And I also appreciate you liking the videos as well. I hope you like my videos. So let's get into what I found when I was saying WTF 8-9 times. And I headed over to Twitter, and I think that this is the best tweet I've found so far that explains what went on. And we'll talk a little bit more about what did happen as the launch occurred this morning, an hour and a half ago. So Bitcoin or Bust said, 88 holders sit tight. Apparently, sellers on Binance crashed the price and moved their coins to Coinbase to take advantage of the higher price that hit $1.90 at one point and do arbitrage. It will likely settle out higher at a new all-time high, might take a while. And then we have a number of people saying WTF. I don't know if we can get to any of that, but look at this. I mean, and it was bigger. The spread was even bigger than this. Talk about arbitrage. Cardano ADA trading at 135 at Binance and 155 on Coinbase, 20-cent spread. At a certain point, what I saw live was it was 188 on Coinbase. And let's just head over here to, I'm going to go to, let me just go over to this different, I'm on the original trading view here. Let me just go to this. When it was around 188, it was down, like it was even lower. It was even lower than this. I mean, look here, it hit 127.8, but really, I think that low, it was around, I mean, I just remember going, why is it 127 and it's 188 over on Coinbase? I think that was an even bigger spread there than what we're talking about on Twitter. And I think it was different on different exchanges. Let me just go back to the comments a moment here that we have on Twitter. I mean, I like the optimism here. We'll equalize soon at the same price, $2. Osama, I really hope you're right with this. Look, don't get me wrong. I know that some people here have been Cardano holders for a long, long time. Everyone's got a different strategy. But for those who just were very excited about the Coinbase launch, and everyone had different price predictions, and I mean, it really looked like, okay, I'm going to just hop back over here. This morning, right before the Coinbase listing, we had a high of 147.25. And if we go over here, over to Coinbase, and it hit the exchange, it looked like it came on, it hit that high, it came on around 150, I don't know if it's 154, 155, but boom, right out the gate, it was 166 very quickly within that first minute. So imagine even just that discrepancy of 166 and close to down to 127, 128. It's crazy. And look, we're in real time right now. Okay, so it's 10, it says here, it's around, 10, it's 10:45 here. And And this is nuts. Look at this dumping down. I mean, I saw this happening. I was really excited. I thought, oh gosh, it's going to hit Coinbase. From looking at the Matic launch where it pumped, and yes, there was some retracement on Matic pretty quickly, but then by 2 p.m, it had a lower high, but it was still very high compared to what it had been on Binance US 2 days before. But when I saw this going on, right, this dump from this dump that happened from here from around 145, and just my first thought was, whoa, who are these whales? Like, seriously, I mean, this is just craziness. I thought we were going to, I thought we were going to hit around 180, 185, and I guess it did. That happened. That did happen over on Coinbase, right? It hit close to 189. It did happen. But did that happen over on Binance? No, it did not happen on Binance at all. When it hit, I mean, we were down here. It was like 137. Anyway, you can tell I'm still slightly floored by what occurred. And I want to take a moment here to just go over to some of from the video I did yesterday. And this was right before the launch was happening. And, the great news that Cardano was going to be doing, was on the Bloomberg terminal. And then obviously that the Africa keynote that was coming up from Charles Hoskinson, and let me just go to this. I want to just share from a couple of people from our community. I was super excited too. Ivan Sini said, I like your video because you talk with us showing our comments. Yes, that's why I'm showing your comments, because I really want everyone here to contribute. I want to hear, how do you feel about what just happened? Please do leave your comments on this video and like the video too, so we can have more visibility of it. Ivan said, my plan for tomorrow, which is, it was his plan for today. Today, I just transferred 10,000 of ADA from my staking wallet to the exchange. So yeah, he's in this space for a while. I think he's pretty astute. He knows much more than I do. He's been around for a while. He said, I'm going to sell all the Cardano at the top, I guess around $2 to $2.20. I got very excited when I read that yesterday. I thought, okay, we really are going to hit $2 right out the gate. Then I'll wait for the hype to end, and a couple days later, I'll buy Cardano again at a lower, let's see, he's going to say a lower price. Then I'm guessing around 150 to 170. So my whole plan is that after this Coinbase Pro hype ends, I will end with about 17,000 ADA, staking instead the 10,000 I have now. I'm like you. I also believe this coin will have a great future. Well, don't get me wrong. Yes, ADA does have a great future. This is just the beginning. But I think for those of us who were looking to do some day trading, swing trading, in addition to hodling, that, for those that just came in the last couple of days, this just didn't do what it expected. I'll just go over and show you a sec from what I have here with ADA. I mean, I'm still from where I went into this trade. It says I'm up 9.95%. And I don't know if that's updated. Oh, yes, it is. Wow. I mean, look at the fluctuations on this. This is crazy. And I had seen a couple of people say from the predictions that it would maybe go a little bit bearish because there was a double top. And no one wants to think like that. You want to just think, okay, it's... I've seen other people say, well, Coinbase listing, so of course it's going to pump. And that's what happens. But, in a way, this isn't the pump I anticipated at all. I really thought it was going to be different. Look at this. I mean, this is on the 15 minute here. Sorry, I'm not giving you the the best view if I can spread this out. But yeah, it's absolutely crazy. It looks like the prices have balanced out now. You can see 129.40 on Binance and 129.78. But there was such a discrepancy on the price. It was crazy what's happening. We just saw one of the answers there on Twitter, but what occurred there? What else do you think happened? Let's just go back up and refresh at the top again to see if we have any newer comments. And see, look, we just had an error. Can someone tell why Binance has a 40 cents difference in ADA than Coinbase does? What am I missing? Has this happened before on another launch where there's such a large price discrepancy? And obviously we understand it was from other exchanges and people had moved over from their wallet. Now, I'll admit at a certain point, I did try. I'm like, well, I want to be able to exit on some of this. I want to be able to take some profits. I tried to do my wallet address to go from Binance US over to Coinbase Pro. It was telling me that the address that I was trying to transfer to was invalid. So the big thing is, I suppose, we'll take a look in a minute of what Coinbase Pro, if there's any update of if it's hitting the main exchange today. And, someone's saying the bridge here from Binance Chain to ADA, that works smoothly. Let's see. In the last 4 hours, traded up of 740 million, highest trading volume since it was listed. But again, other people here are saying WTF. I'm not the only one here. I mean, I feel so, as I said, as a spiritual author, shouldn't I be more zen about this? I'm author of big miracles, but was this a big miracle? I mean, I guess it's the idea of there's got to be something positive in this. Look, overall, it's going to be positive. Where is ADA going to be later on in 2021? It's going to be considerably up from where it is now. How can it not be? Because of all the announcements. But this is just, yesterday we were talking on the other video I had done here about pump and dump and what would happen with that. And people have really, there's whales, there's sharks out there who are just they are ruthless. Spark 6789, who was a member of the Crypto Angel Network community, had said, I think ADA has been around $1 for a while now, so it's time for a new price level. I'm going to say it may touch close to $3 and settle around $2. And I appreciate that you love my accent, although I feel like I'm not being very, very graceful right now. But I just want to be transparent. I don't want to pretend to be like, oh, I meditate, I'm all zen and love and light. No, seriously, I'm like, WTF, what happened? What happened here? How? Why? And I'm angry. I'm angry with these bloody whales. It just, and not only that, I feel, look, I'm barely in the Cardano community compared to some people who are staking it and they're hodling for the long term. And maybe those of you who are Cardano hodlers, maybe you don't mind that much. Did you expect this? Or are you just feeling annoyed that there are people manipulating here within the space and they're really taking advantage of this Coinbase listing? Now, Investors Channel said, yes, it will likely pump and then regress, not dump. But doesn't this look like it was a whopping great dump? Really? I mean, isn't this unprecedented what's happened here, Investors Channel? There are people who will continue to hold it. Yes, I agree with you. You need to treat this much like a quality penny stock that has a catalyst. Yes, I think that is great what you're saying. There will be a drop-off, but not a dump. What do you think here? Do you think this is a drop-off or do you think it was a dump? I mean, to me, it looks like a dump. There will be investors in the pump and they will not be selling. If they do, will only be for their initial investing amount. Yes, of course. Cactus Jack says pump and dump term is so dumb. A lot of people who haven't been able to buy ADA, especially those who haven't been able to get verified on Binance to be able to buy it, it will pump and people will take profits. So yes, it's established at number 3, but again, this is just insane. I can't believe what is going on here. And so what is going to happen at 2 p.m. today, 2 p.m. Pacific time? We've got to have some type of bounce. How much lower are we going to go? That is the question. Let's come back over to Crypto Angel Network community. Now, Anthony Rapond had called me out on my video when I'd said 2 days ago, I said about Cardano, I said I was going to take a position. I was very, very optimistic. Perhaps I'd said Pollyanna-ish, and I had said $2.75, $3. Maybe that would be in July, August. Maybe I was just far too optimistic. And Anthony had said from this follow-up, great video and thanks for the shout out. I think your analysis on this one is spot on. And Anthony was really, Anthony, you were very accurate here. He said, I still like it at the 175, 185 range for take profits with a maximum of $2. Well, let's just hop on over here to Coinbase. And you were spot on, Anthony. It went up to it hit almost 189. So that 185, wow, you nailed it there. Anthony then went on to say that's still a 40 to 50 cent pump from where it is now, having already had a 25% pump on the announcement. And he said, I have a huge bag of ADA, so believe me, I'm hoping for higher. But I also don't want to be greedy because there will be those in it for the pump and dump only. And when it dumps, it will dump fast. Anthony, oh my goodness, you were so right. Let me just go back over to the Binance. You called it. You absolutely called it. This was a whopping dump. Look at it. From the 148 down to 128. Insane. So my strategy is going to try to swing trade it, exit around 185. Well, I couldn't even do that because I'm on Binance. I didn't have the option to do that. It came on the exchange and I think it was around 130 something. And then he said, and then try to rebuy after the dip. Ideally, I would like to see it dip down to the all-time high range of 150, but I suspect it could go down as low as the 133 range, as that was a big area of support resistance before, and it did. It's gone even lower than that because of that dump that you just said. I will try to rebuy around there, increasing my holdings with the profit from the pump. Big things coming quickly after that with Africa and Goguen toward the end of March. So I want to be back in long before then. I'm looking for an end of cycle price of $9 to $10. That is very, very optimistic view. Anthony, I see out of everyone out there, and his comment here in our Crypto Angel Network community, I would say subscribe to the channel here, not because of me, but because of people here in the community who are very, very astute and are sharing great information that sometimes I'm scouring, I'm looking on Google, I'm trying to find what's going on. And then you got all this hype out there of, oh, one day we're going to 700,000 in Bitcoin. Oh, we're going bearish. We could be going down to 7,000. I mean, it's insane. It's just so crazy. So I like seeing people who maybe they're not public figures out here in a big way in the space, but they're very astute traders. They understand the market. They have a cool head. They're logical. They understand greed and fear and psychology like Anthony does. Anthony's not the only one. There's a number of you here in the community that are very, very aware. So especially if you are new to crypto, go ahead and subscribe to Crypto Angel Network, because this is where we get to have a conversation that you're not going to see in the mainstream media. You're not even going to see on certain other YouTube channels that may be bigger, but they don't show these insights. So he says, and let me update my price for tomorrow. I like a 40 to 50 cent pump, so the exact dollar target will depend on the starting price of where it's listed at. If it lists around 125, I still like the 175, 185 take profit. And, in the end, like we said, it listed more, but it didn't pump beyond that. So with Matic, where there was that big run out the gate, it was over 60% and then later on did 100% gains. This hasn't happened like this with Cardano out the gate. Also hugely important to hope for a regular Coinbase listing tomorrow. That hasn't happened yet, right? We are not on the main Coinbase yet. Will that happen around 1 p.m. Pacific time today, 2 p.m., where we could see another bump up? And he said, I don't see a massive pump on just a pro listing. The real pump will come, yes, from that regular listing, because that was what happened for Matic, Scalar, and Sushi. They were added the same day, so hopefully the same. And, again, it's just, this is just wild to look at where we're at now. I mean, it just, there's a small green candle here. And, this is just totally wild. I didn't see anyone out there come anywhere near this prediction. I will say one I did. I'm going to go to this page. Let's just give credit to them. FX, what was it? FXT, I think it was. FXT Street, isn't it? FXT Street, let's go Cardano. I'm pretty sure it was that. Let's just go there. I know. You know how I'm going to do it? Cardano news. And it was right here. Oh, Cardano F, I think it's FXT. FX Street. I just want to show you this because this was the only... I keep getting the thing. FX Street. Sorry about that. Bear with me. This was their news 18 hours ago. I think this is the one. Let's see. Here, this is it. I want you to see this because, yes, it's, hang on, continue to cite. Because we all want to be optimistic, but being realistic, because other people are sharkish, in this crypto ocean, we have to remember that it's not just all dolphins and shrimp and octopus and cute little sea creatures. Absolutely not. It just isn't. And when I saw this, I didn't want to read it. I didn't. John here, this is John Isije, I think. Isije. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, John. Cardano price forecast. ADA bearish technical pattern risks massive downswing. This was right before, this was at 5 a.m. GMT. So this is the day right before the Coinbase listing. And this was what it said. A double top pattern brings to light potential losses in the near term. The MAC indicator has a bullish impulse, suggesting that bulls are not ready to give up control. And, who would have thought this? Cardano prints a double top pattern. It's extremely bearish and usually results in a colossal correction. This pattern forms when the price tests a similar resistance barrier twice. Usually the area hosted by many sellers, making it difficult for buyers to slice through. As Cardano for the formation double top is tethering at 139, well, it was a little bit higher than that right before we went to market. Following a minor correction, if the double top pattern confirms, we can expect Cardano to drop, perhaps test the anchor on the 4-hour chart, and you can see. And then also we see that there's a 4-hour super trend that for the long, Cardano going long, that it's going to go bullish. So I think this is just a temporary blip here. This is just these whales who have popped into the they've just gone hard here. And are we going to keep going down? The time right now is 11:04 a.m. More will be revealed in these hours ahead. So there you have it. This is just, again, I'm pausing because I just didn't imagine this coming. I just thought it's not possible. And that just goes to show whether you've been in crypto you're new, you've just popped into the space, you're a few days in, you're a week in, you're a month in, or you're several years here, you're a veteran in the space, you've gone through numerous crashes and pumps and dumps. Have you ever seen anything like this? I want to hear from you in the comments. What is going to happen in these hours ahead, right? I will likely do a follow-up video later today on what I see happening with Cardano, because this is a historic day for Cardano, and I feel also within crypto, because it seems to me that things are changing. They truly are changing within the space. And one more thing I want to add to this that I didn't show you of why I am so shocked about this. And this was because of, I think, isn't it Crypto Capital Ventures who talked about yesterday, said in their video that they said that, let me just pop up here. They said if we have a green candle day where the markets are up, and look at this, the markets are up. This is what I don't understand. Look, Bitcoin's up, everything is showing green. And if you come down to KNC was up earlier, almost 30%, is up 25%. ZRK up 16%. Numair up 21%. I mean, look at this. Look at the market. And yet with what's going on at ADA, it doesn't say the percentage still. It just doesn't say that. We don't have a percentage yet specifically. But that, to me, that's what doesn't make sense. I thought, wow, the fact that it's green as well, and then we know people have got their stimulus checks, and Cardano is number 3 on CoinGecko, and so why would this not have pumped more? So let's see if we get a main Coinbase listing today, and what is going to happen in this next 36 to 72 hours. I guess a lot will be revealed. But overall, end of this month, Cardano's got to see a higher high. How can it not? Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing to Crypto Angel Network. I'm Joanna Garzilli, and I am sending you lots and lots of love.